Namaste and welcome to another class. We have 30 minutes ahead of us. We're going to flow through the body. First a soft warm-up, then to our flow, and then we're going to do a cool down together. So come to your comfortable seated pose, find your sitting bones, and then cross your ankles, place your palms onto your knees, roll, lift your chest, lengthen through the spine and close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. So we're going to focus a little bit extra to the core. It's quite essential for our practice if you want to do more advanced poses, to keep the core connected during the whole practice and be able to engage the muscles around your abdomen. Breathe in and out through your nose. Keeping the breath soft during the whole practice. And then on your next exhalation, finish your out breath and then start to lift through the chest even further and open your eyes. Breathing in, lifting the arms, interlacing the palms, and then press them up towards the ceiling or sky. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale, release, fingertips out to the sides, and then side bend over to the right. Left arm over your head, lifting the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out, release. Over to the other side, same thing here, lifting through the chest, lengthening through your right arm, and breathe. And then from here, release. All right, so I'm going to turn to face forward on my mat. We're going to start working with our Navasana, our boat pose. So keep your toes down and lift your heels. Come back to your sitting bones and then just catch around your both knees. Roll your shoulders back. Lift through the chest, keeping the core engaged already. Moving your navel in towards the spine a little bit. And then from here, start to lift your feet in knee height. And then bring your arms forward. From here, we're just going to tap the right toes down, lift up, and then tap the left toes down. And continue in your own pace. Still keeping the upper body upright, lifting through the chest. Keep on tapping one foot at a time. One last round. And then from here, release your feet. Just hug around your knees, roll your shoulders back. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to your preparation for Navasana, our boat pose. Lift your feet. And then from here, we're going to straighten our feet. And we're going to lower our upper body. And then come back to this hugging of the knee into your chest. All right, so we're going to straighten and lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Lift. 5 more. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. 2 more. And last round. And come back. Release your feet. Roll your shoulders back. Find the elongation in your spine. And then come all the way back to your Navasana again. And then maybe from here, some of you might be able to stretch your legs out. Finding the balance, keeping the core engaged, strong belly, and then exhale, release, crossing your ankles, and then step back to your tabletop. So here's also a pose for us to engage with our core by bringing the navel a little bit closer in towards the spine, and then keeping that position, and then inhale, cat and cow, and exhale, rounding through the back. Inhale, moving the chest forward. Exhale, rounding. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. All right, so from here, from your neutral pose, stay there and then step your right foot back. Keep the connection with your core and lift your left arm up. And then from here, toes lift. Keep the back leg lifted and stay. Breathe in, lifting from your navel. Breathe out, last breath. Release down, other side, stepping back with your left, lifting through the right, and then eventually finding your core and lifting through the left leg. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and exhale. Tucking the back toes under and press back to your first downward facing dog, keeping your feet hip distance apart and then palms shoulder distance apart. Breathing in, breathing out. All right, inhale, lift your right leg high up, bend through the knee and start creating these circles with your right knee. It's just warming up around our hips, and then opposite the rotation, other side. Last breath. And then from here, bring your knee in towards your chest, move forward to a high plank pose. Stay here for 2 more breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift back up, 3-legged dog, right leg is lifted. And then from here, flip the dog by stepping the right foot to the outer edge of our left side of the mat. And then wild thing, lifting up the right arm, hips and chest. Then as you exhale, lower the hips and tap your fingertips to your left toes. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower and tap. 2 more rounds. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower and tap. Last round, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower and tap. And then come back to your down dog. Directly move over to the left side. So inhale, 3-legged dog, left side. Bend through the left knee. Circular movements with your left knee. Breathing in and out through your nose. And then opposite the rotation, other side. And then from here, release and bring your knee in close towards your chest, moving forward to your plank pose. Stay here for 2 more deep breaths. Activate your core, keeping your arms straight, slightly rounding through the back, and then stretch back to your 3-legged dog, and then eventually flip the dog, step outside with your left foot, lifting the left arm, chest and hips lifted. Wild thing, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and as you breathe out, start lowering the hips, tap your toes, lift up. 2 more rounds. Lower, tap your toes, lift up, lower, tap your toes, and as you lift up, come back to your downward facing dog. All right, walk your palms all the way back to your feet. Roll all the way up. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold and roll all the way down. And then walk forward again to your plank pose. And then just tap the opposite shoulder with your palm. So tapping right to left shoulder and then other side. 5 more taps on each side. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 5. And press your hips back or push them back towards your downward facing dog. Breathing in And as you breathe out, step your right foot forward in between your palms, lift up to your high lunge, your crescent. All right, so we're gonna engage our core here by reaching the upper body forward. So it's almost like we're bending halfway over our right leg and then stretching the arms forward. And then try to avoid the navel just sinking down towards the thigh. So keep the belly lifted, pressing the heel back, engaging through the thigh, breathing in. And as you exhale, shoot forward to your third warrior from here. One more breath. And exhale, release your right fingertips and open up your hips and come to your half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, lifting the left arm. Breathing in. Breathing out. And then take a big step back with your left foot, lifting the upper body up. And then bending through the right knee, opening up through the arms, looking over. So look over your right palm. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. And then from here, we're just going to move the upper body to the right and to the left and start to engage our core here. Breathe in. Breathe out. So it's like you're reaching for something to the right and reaching for something to the left. And then eventually all the way over to the right. Keep on reaching the right arm to the right and then extend with the left arm in line with your ear. Breathing in, last breath. And exhale, release, and step back to your down dog. Stay in your down dog for 3 breaths or an optional Balasana, child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, start to look forward and then step your left foot forward. Come to your high lunge, your crescent, lifting the arms up, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. And as you exhale, start to move the upper body forward, halfway bending forward and then reaching the arms forward. Staying here, keeping the back heel lifted, engaging the thigh on our left side. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, shoot forward to your third warrior. Stay for 2 breaths. And then exhale, release the left fingertips, reaching the right arm up, opening up through the hips. Come to your Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Breathing in and breathe out. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, take a big step back, land in your Warrior 2 by bending through the left knee, keeping the arms in line with your shoulders, and look over your left palm. Breathing in, and as you breathe out, start to move the upper body from right to left. Few more rounds. And then eventually all the way over to the left, and then bring the right arm in line with your ear and keep the upper extend to the left. Back leg is straight and active. And from here, release your fingertips, stepping back, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Deep, long breaths. And from here, just release to your knees, Sit back onto your heels, roll your shoulders back, and then take a soft twist over to the right, looking over the right shoulder. And twist to the other side, looking over your left shoulder. And release. All right, so tuck your toes under and then see if you can lift your hips, release your knees, come to your chair pose. So here's a perfect practice to engage our core. So really trying to move the navel in towards the spine and engaging the core, lifting the chest, lowering the hips, and breathe. 2 more deep breaths. And then from here, we're going to lift our heels and we're going to move our arms back. Same position with our legs and upper body. And then go back, lifting the arms, releasing the. And then lift your heels, arms back. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. And exhale, heels are lifted, arms back. And as you release, bring your palms in front of your chest and then twist over to the right, left elbow to the outer right knee. And breathe. One more deep breath. Inhale back to center. And then over to the other side. Twisting to the left, right elbow outside of your left knee. Lowering your hips. And then inhale back to center. Straighten through the legs, lift the arms. Just reach your arms high up. And then exhale, fold all the way down. Walk forward. And then come to your down dog. Breathing in, lifting the right leg, bending through the right knee. Tap the knee to the upper right arm. Staying here. 1 more deep breath. And then move over to the left upper arm. 1 more deep breath. And back to center. Knee in towards the chest. And then exhale, release the knee in between your palms. And come to your pigeon pose just for a few moments. We're not going to stay for that long. Just come back to your breath. And then we'll go over to the other side. All right, so palms down, tucking the back toes under. Step back, down dog, and lift the left leg. Exhale, knee to left upper arm. Stay and breathe. And then over to the right. Stay and breathe. And then back to center. Knee in towards your chest. And then release. Knee in between your palms. Pigeon pose. Stretching the right leg straight back. Lifting through the chest, keeping the upper body upright. And breathe. In and out through your nose. 1 more deep breath. And then step back to your down dog. And then optional, either jump forward or step forward in between your palms. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Separate your feet, lifting the heels, bending through the knees, and lowering the hips towards your heels. And then knees out wide, hips down, and roll all the way back onto your back. So head is down, resting. Back is on your mat. And then just place your palms onto somewhere between your glutes and the lower back. So slightly bending the elbows and then lifting your both legs here. So straight up from your hips. And then we're going to release the right heel down to tap, lift up, and the left heel down to tap and lift up. Continue. So single leg rise exercise, one leg at a time, lifting and lowering to engage to our lower abdomen and also our hip flexors, trying to keep the lower back down towards the mat. Shoulders are down, back of your head is down. 2 more rounds each side. One last round. And then we're going to do 5 rounds, both legs. So lowering the legs, lifting up. 4 more rounds. Lower and lift. Lower, lift. 2 more rounds. Lower, lift. Lower and lift. And then one last round, lower on the count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, stretch out your legs, point your toes forward, arms up and over your head, stretch the arms back. Breathe in, breathe out. One more deep breath. And release. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Supta Baddha Konasana. Keeping the legs in butterfly position. Just bringing the knees out wide. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Few more deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, bring your knees together, knees in towards your chest, and then just roll up and down your spine a few times. Rolling back, rolling up. And then next time you roll up, stay here, crossing your ankles, and then hop back to your plank. And then from here, lower your hips, point your toes back, walk the palms forward, and come to your back bend here, just stretching out the abdominal muscles. You can also come down to your Sphinx pose with your forearms down if this is too much for your lower back. But try to lift through the chest rather than bending in your lower back or like arching the lower back. So we want to just create this broadening around your chest and the lift in your chest, shoulders back. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, slowly release down. Palms under your shoulders, tuck your toes, and press back to your Balasana, child's pose. Take 2 breaths here. Rest your forehead down. Come back to your breath. And then slowly we'll meet in our seated pose with your legs crossed. Finding the sitting bones, rolling the shoulders back. Palms are resting onto your knees. Chest is lifted. Eyes are closed. And then inhale, reaching the arms up, palms together. Exhale, release them in front of your chest. Let's finish with an Om together. So breathe in to begin. Namaste. All right, so quite some work for our core today. It's always good for the practice. I hope you liked today's video, and if so, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe to my channel. So I post new classes every Wednesday and Sunday, so stay tuned for more, and until then, stay safe, take care, namaste, bye bye.